Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Coyotes taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rainbow Warriors offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They're going to run it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He wants to pass it on second down. He makes the connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
The give on fourth down. it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Coyotes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after him. Safe completion on the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Coyotes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed. Oh, what a move! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Coyotes moving quickly to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Kemp. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely bait him.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here in the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. The first and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Coyotes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every-down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
He's got his man there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Coyotes want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with... work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. It's still third and goal. Motion from the offense. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hawaii!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
The return is brought down at the 16. And the Coyotes offense will take over.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Kemp. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Coyotes send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Coyotes in the hurry-up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Coyotes will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, he put his team in great position. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. They're bringing heat. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
They'll get this drive going from the 17.
And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. keeping it on the ground with the single back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Coyotes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Finds his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Coyotes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Coyotes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dialing up the second down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. With the catch, it's Myers. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big...
He caught it! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's going to pass on second down.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Coyotes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Now that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
On second down, he'll fire. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Hawaii. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Infocision Stadium had to sweat things out for months. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worth
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your Hawaii.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll call for the fair catch here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkerson. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hainsworth. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now facing a third and long. They want to throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets open down the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to pass on second down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Warriors! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Coyotes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.